Hi guys, it's Shell, Sunbury Housewives. Welcome back to another DIY. If you're new to my channel, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see future DIYs. Today, I am making a red truck farmhouse planter of a sorts from a couple signs from the Dollar Tree. Let's go ahead and get into the video. I picked up 2 signs of this Happy Harvest from the Dollar Tree. And I'm taking one of the signs and I'm going to cut off the bottom portion, which is the bed of the truck. And I am going to just trace along with my knife just under the pumpkins. And I'm going to keep scoring that until I cut it off. I sand it a little bit just to smooth out the edges. And then I am going to flip it over because I want to use the back. So I just make sure that it fits right. And then I took these signs from the luau arrow signs, and I'm going to use 2 total, but not completely. I'm measuring the width that I need, and then I'm going to mark exactly how wide I want it. Once I figured that out, I score it and completely cut off that edge that I don't need. So then I take the second arrow and I'm just figuring out how deep I want the truck to be. So once I figure that out, I just draw a line and mark that, and then I draw the straight line so then I could cut that piece, and I'm going to do 2 pieces total, and I'll just continue to do what I did with the other ones and cut completely. Now that my pieces are cut, I'm going to take the Waverly chalk paint in crimson and in truffle. Just a little bit of truffle to mix it, because I want this to be red, but an antiqued red, a burnt red, I guess. And I just paint all the pieces that I have. And if you notice, I did not completely mix the brown and the red together. So you see a little bit of the brown streaks through the truck. Now it was at this point that I realized that I had wanted to cut off the edges of the pumpkins. So now I'm going back and doing that because I'm using the back and I want to be able to use this for possible other seasons as well. I wanted to cut those off. So I'm just marking where I want to cut, and I'm going to score those and completely cut those off using my utility knife. Now that those are cut off, I go in with the truffle paint and I just go around the edges and highlight areas of the truck to give it a worn look. And I also am using that same truffle paint to also map out the window for the back of the truck. And I do the same thing for the bed of the truck. Just go around the edges and given the aged look. And I will also take the same truffle paint and also draw in the tailgate and the other lines to make this truck come to life. Now right here, I'm just using some metallic silver paint and a cap to some lotion that I have to make the circles for the tail lights. Dipping a sponge in the hazelnut and the truffle paint, I am going through and around the bed of the truck, I am adding some rust spots to age it even more. And I will do the same thing for the top of the truck as well. I mix a little bit of that silver metallic paint and silver chalk paint to create the window. Using my Waverly chalk paint and ink, I am just painting on the tires. Now I have some metallic red paint and I'm going to paint inside of the brake lights to give it kind of a iridescent, looks like you're braking. And I also had colored in the license plate and I had painted over stickers using the year that my husband and I were married. Now taking the long board and gluing the edge to the shorter board, I'm going to start attaching the base of this. And then I take the other side and glue it. And then I'm going to take the bead of glue on top. And once I get that done, I will flip it over and attach it to the truck. I do run a good amount of hot glue on the inside to keep it secure. I apply hot glue to the top of that, and then I set my truck up and attach the front of it so that if I choose to set it up, it will sit even. And this is what I have so far. I do add tons of hot glue on the inside to keep it secure. And now I'm removing the stickers so that the paint from underneath will show through, and it gives it a really cool aged effect. I attach a jute rope to this in case I want to hang it up. And then I grabbed from my stash some florals that I had just bought from the Dollar Tree. And I also have some pumpkins and gourds that I've had just lying around the house from past years. I'm just going to go ahead and arrange this until I think it looks all right. I'm just bending the wire. I probably could have cut it and put some floral foam in there. Floral foam. Let me say that right. But bending the wire worked just fine. So I added a couple of the wheat stem things from the Dollar Tree on each end, and then a couple of the yellow sunflowers in the middle, and then a Queen Anne's lace in there as well. And then I did put in one gourd because the other ones that I had were way too big. And this is how it turned out. I think it's so cute. Here I have it hanging on my wall as one option. I love how this turned out. In my mind, this is how I hoped it would turn out, and it really did. And here I have it just sitting up, and I love it this way too. Here you can see the side, and I couldn't be happier with this. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a great big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.